All right, peeps, let's just get into this.
Who are you?
Michelangelo.
Okay,
Nice to meet you. How are
Michael.
you? I've been out with black women or approached black women, and before they even knew me, they said, how many kids you got? How many baby mamas you got? Dating outside my race, I haven't had no issues like that at all.
Okay, and you are?
I'm Coro.
Coro.
I've been practicing abstinence for 3 years, 3 years with no sex. I'm looking for someone that can respect my views on this, someone that can love me for me.
And you are?
Bo.
Bo.
Yeah, I don't date black women now because of past experiences. They like to place that strong personality on you, and sometimes you just kind of, just like, stand a woman's place.
So do you have any idea why you're here?
We share some of the same
Opinions.
About?
Why are black women so angry?
Was your mother angry?
To a certain degree, yes. She had that anger inside of her, but she made sure.
Matter of fact, peace, why are y'all angry? I can't tell you how many times, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not talking about here where I'm at, but back in Hot Springs, why are you black women so damn angry down there? Well, I know why you're angry, because I'm from Hot Springs. So I understand why y'all angry. Shit. That's why I moved away from there. Ain't nothing to do. Of course you'd be angry. If you ain't got nothing to, if you was born and raised in a city where there's nothing to do, people are trash, of course you're gonna be angry. But no, seriously, why are y'all angry? Like, what's the point of being angry? We gotta live your life. I don't get it. But okay, let's go.
That she didn't pass it on to me. I see how she handles that, and she gives off that vibe that I get from women here. But when it came to me and how she approached me and taught me about women, she said, don't deal with this.
That's interesting, because as a black mother,
Yeah.
my work was to help my son understand it so that he would know how to stand in it with a black woman. Why are you here?
My situation's a little bit different because
Oh, the way that she made that seem like is like she recognizes that black women act stupid. That's how I call it. They act stupid. But she teaches her son how to deal with it, like how to tolerate it. So instead of like calling that bad behavior out, I don't, you know what? This right here is very toxic, because it almost sounds like she's trying to get them to let's just understand that black women are who they are, and this is how you usually tolerate it. This is how you go about doing it. Can you imagine having a race where you where a member of the sex literally treated the opposite sex trash? Like, they actually would beat them and hurt them anytime and take anger out. Like, if there was a race that was actually like that, and your parents saying, "Oh yeah, that's just how they are. You just have to tolerate it." Heaps.
I traveled a lot when I was a kid, very talented, very gifted musically. So because of that, when I came back to my neighborhood, when I was dealing with certain black women, you're different. You talk funny, you dress funny, the music you listen to is funny. I didn't like being because I had flip-flops on or I had a turtleneck, I'm gay. The problem I'm having is just because you're my culture and you're black, you don't get a pass. All the women in my family, I got a side of cousins that made me feel weird about that.
How can anybody make you feel anything? You get to choose how you feel.
You don't know that when you're kids, it's a psychological imprint.
What does that have to do with today?
Now, with a black woman, I have this in my mind before I even talk to you, she's gonna think I'm weird. And that bothered me a lot.
When I went to
I get that, and I know what Ivana is saying, but she gotta understand that he had self-awareness to know that, hey, this was a problem. This is a problem that I had to overcome. It looks like he overcame it. But what she doesn't know is that as a kid, if your parent, think about it this for a second. Some of y'all believe in the tooth fairy. Your parents taught you that the tooth fairy was real. Some of y'all. I guess if you're black, I don't know. But you're gonna go through your whole damn life thinking the tooth fairy. When did you stop believing in the tooth fairy? Probably when you started talking to your friends, or when your parents decided to tell you, "Oh, by the way, there's no tooth fairy," right? You as a kid are conditioned, and you look at how your parents grew up. So if your parents grew up doing drugs, you as a kid was probably gonna do the same thing because kids learn their habits, all their stuff from their parents. This is common sense. This is like psychology 101 that we're having. So I don't know why she don't understand that. Now, he is saying basically that he had to overcome the fact that women thought he was weird. So now when he is out here dating, he's got he know that it's still a constant thing in his mind, but now he knows that hey, I need to just not deal with it. Let's just keep moving forward. I get it, Peeps. I get it.
Junior high school, I got bussed from Ocean Hill, Brownsville to Flatbush, and they spit on me and called me a nigger. They spit on me. And I was 13. And these were adults, not the children. So my point is this, that don't have nothing to do with who I am today. What is your experience?
A lot of black women, they don't want to talk to me. Some of them don't want to talk to me. Some of them want to talk to me because, number one, I'm a God-fearing man. I don't believe, like right now, I'm practicing abstinence. I'm not having any sex whatsoever.
Why you ain't in the church?
I am in the church. I'm going to tell you about the church women. If you don't have a collar, they don't want to talk to you. I'm be straight up.
But
if you don't have a collar, they don't want to talk to you.
Do you know what the collar represents, though?
I guess it's purity or, leadership or, I don't know, a divine...
How about power?
Yeah.
How about power? That's what it represents.
Okay.
But let me tell you why I've called you here today. I've invited you here because my intention is to dismantle the myth of the angry black woman. I believe it's a myth.
Huh.
As a black woman, I believe it's a myth. I invited you here for a mixer tonight, just to be with some women. All kinds of women, all ages. We all have a story, we all have an experience, and we all get to choose. Tonight you get to choose how you're gonna experience these women. But I do also wanna thank you for being here. Thank you for being a demonstration. Because I know there are hundreds of thousands of black men, all ages, who've had these experiences. And I believe, and it's my intention, for us to heal. Hello, my beloved.
Okay, so I get it. Like, there has to be Peeps, let me let's look at some things.
I'm like Babylon.
Hi, I'm Lexi.
Lexi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You want to aerate them?
Cora,
Nice to meet
where you
you.
from? Approaching a black woman is different from approaching a non-black woman.
You look good, beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
When I approach black women, they don't give me the time of day, and some just wave their hands like nothing ever happened.
Good, how are you?
How you doing, Cora? How you
Vera?
How you doing?
Tonight, I will be observing the women of the Healing House interact with men who have the very same issues that they came in with. These men have resentment and frustration toward the opposite sex.
My man is in between all three white girls.
What a surprise.
Surprise.
Surprise. Is that where you want to be?
What? No, I'm right here talking to you.
Okay.
When
I want y'all to listen to this. Hold on. I'm gonna bring it back. This is the bullshit that I caught this. I want you to hear what she just said. Listen to what she just said.
Right.
Is that where you want to be?
What? No, I'm right here talking to you.
Okay.
When Lita first came to this house, she thought she was angry with the men who have disappointed her, but the truth is she was hurt, and she invited men into her life who would reinforce the hurt.
Well, of course they do. That's what women do in general. They get hurt, and what do? Instead of saying, you know what, let me change up my playbook. No, let's go do the same damn play that is not going to work until it actually somehow or another works. Can you imagine our Razorback team doing the same play every game, every possession, we wouldn't even ever have a win. Seriously, we would not ever have a win. You have to change up your gameplay. If one thing didn't work, change it up a bit. But women don't seem to have that tuning thing in their head to do that. And then she says that, oh, is that where you want to be? This is the bullshittery that black men have been saying. All he was doing was just saying, hey, my man, this is, but I get what he was saying, because you're supposed to be interacting with black men. She threw white women in there to see, what was going to happen. And he was just mentioning that, he's in between 3 white women. And he was just making, small talk. And the first thing she goes to do, oh, that where you want to be? Almost like she was trying to push him away. That's why some of y'all are single, because y'all push black men away and then bitch and complain about it. Y'all crazy, man.
She was already feeling. Now, as I'm watching the way she interacts with Mr. Coro, I can see that she still has not fully come to peace with her truth.
I'm Tyrone. Pleasure to meet you.
Hi, Tyrone. Nice to meet you.
My ideal woman is...
And listen, this don't even... I know this is a black deal, but this transitions all the way across the board. Asians, Hispanics, Indians, it don't even matter what race you are. If you are not completely healed, if you are not completely ready, stuff like that, this is what happens, peeps.
Anything other than black.
Oh, you feel bad when black men don't date black women?
It kind of irritates me. I have a problem with a black man saying to me that I...
Peeps, look at this headline. Jaw broken by ex-boyfriend. Now, let me explain. I don't even want to know what the history was. Men don't just randomly hit women, okay? We don't just wake up and be like, you know what, I'm tired of her shit, and hit you. There's a certain type of woman. Let me say this. I have never actually ever met a feminine, super feminine woman that has ever had a relationship issue. I just haven't. They're married. What I am telling you is when I see stuff like this, the first thing that comes to my mind is she was probably instigating stuff, raising her voice, giving an attitude, and then she kept pushing. Because one thing about black women and Hispanic women, for sure, they like to keep pushing those buttons to black men. They keep doing that, and the black man rears up and hits them. And then they scream, oh, he assaulted me. And it's kind of like, well, I mean, you instigated the situation, right? But I can just tell, just based upon, I can already tell.
Do not date black women, and because the reasons behind it are like stereotypical, and I don't like that.
I think black women are beautiful.
Are you bitter?
Yeah.
To a certain extent, yes or no? Don't think about it, yes or
At
no?
a specific
We
relationship.
taking a polygraph test right now.
No, at
yes
a
or no?
specific
No.
relationship.
Yes or no? Okay, so you're bitter. I'll answer for you. Yes, you are.
Yes.
Hello.
Not for me, brother. I'm an other lover.
What do you like about the snow bunnies? Is it the beautiful eyes while they're like giving head, or what is it about?
Why do the white women like the black men so much? I just want to know, like, do they feel as though that the black men gonna treat them better than they treat us?
We come downstairs and I seen a bunch of black guys and a bunch of white women. I'm like, what did we do as black women make you just want to just date white women? Like, what are they doing that we aren't doing? I just want to know that.
When Miss Jamaica entered the house, she had an issue with her self-image. She believed she was, quote, too dark. In her mind, she was competing with white women who date black men, when in reality, she was actually diminishing herself. But as I'm watching her discuss her truth, it's clear that she has learned how to use her tools to communicate clearly and calmly.
Do you think since they so infatuated with y'all, do you think that you would treat a white woman better than you would treat a black woman?
I don't think you treat them better because they're white. I think you treat them better because of it's the submissiveness. With them, you're the man.
Hello, my beloved.
He said straight up, listen to what he just said. Let me run that back. He said it just right, peeps. Let me run that back.
You treat them better because they're white. I think you treat them better because of it's the submissiveness. With them, you're the man.
Exactly. You are the man. That's where the problem lies. This is not rocket science, peeps. We keep having this gender war within the black community, right? And we keep saying, well, black men just go to white women. Yeah, because they freaking are more pleasant when we try to talk to them. I can't tell you how many times I've talked, and I mean it's initial. Now, let me just get this straight. Again, don't matter what race they are, all women are just, they treat you like crap, okay, across the board. But first impressions, a lot of them black men have said when they initially approach a black woman, they get attitude. When they initially approach a white woman, they don't get that attitude. They get kind of a giggly, that female, that feminine little giggle, and y'all know it. And even if the lady's not interested, she'll just say, I'm sorry, I'm just not interested." Whereas black women, they just get an attitude about it. So listen.
Hello, my beloved.
Listen, peeps.
Who are you?
Michelangelo.
Michael claims not to date black women because he is different. But
Let's listen to him. Listen to him, peeps.
Michael claims not to date black women because he is different. But I feel that he hides behind that label, just as the women who entered the House of Healing hid behind the angry label for so long.
My perspective of black women were my aunties, my cousins.
I don't get that. I don't even
all the way from, I had cousins that made me feel weird, You different, you dress funny, why you act like that, Black women look at me and say, "I can tell you don't like us." I'm like, "What? I don't like you? I love you, but I can't help it if I learn 20 instruments. I can't help it if I play flute and walk barefooted on the beach. And I'm from South Central. I was amazed at you, because I even told you, I said, "You're a beautiful girl." And I watched yesterday.
Michael, she's a beautiful woman.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Tell her.
Beautiful woman.
Yeah.
I said, "You're a beautiful girl." And I told him, I said, "This generation right now, people in their 20s, it's hard. Y'all making it hard on these brothers. We gotta wake up every day, everything has to be about status. We gotta buy this, even if we can't afford it. And then y'all on Instagram beautiful and you talking like you don't have no daddy. You sound like a dude talking. Like you ain't got no home training. Oh, what the fuck is that? And you say you a bad bitch? That's not a bad bitch. I'm talking in general. I'm talking about the general that how old are you?
22.
Yeah, your generation. Girl, you 22 years old, you doing this. You having hot flashes?
Yes, it's hot.
Michael, that's disrespectful. I want you to understand that. Why would you do that?
Because I'm being funny. I'm a different kind of personality. Now you're trying to make me look bad like I disrespected her.
You did.
I got a son with a black woman. My mother's black.
You disrespected this woman in this room at this time.
May I finish, please?
No, you said, "I'm making you feel like you disrespect her." And I want you to understand, the same way I said to you earlier, that we would, excuse me, Miss Lyra, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do it.
I feel disrespected by his comment.
No, I'm handling it. So I want you to understand that to make a comment as a man.
Training. Oh, what the fuck is that? And you say you a bad bitch? That's not a bad bitch. I'm talking in general. I'm talking about the general that how old are you?
22.
Yeah, your generation. Girl, you 22 years old, you doing this. You having hot flashes?
Yes, it's hot.
Michael, that's disrespectful. I want you to understand.
How did someone? Okay, you know what? I don't even watch this show. It's probably a good thing. How was what he said disrespectful? See, I'm gonna be honest with you. I almost kind of feel, and I've said this a long time ago back in school. I almost feel like anytime a man has something to say, it's disrespectful. He didn't call her out her name. He didn't call her names. All he said is, your generation. I do that crap. I even say my generation. Matter of fact, I even have in the past have said, yes, my generation for some reason don't really do Facebook. They don't really do social media like that. They really just don't. It's the old. I've said things about my generation. I don't get this, Peeps. Someone let me know what she said that was disrespectful, because all he was doing was telling his side of the story. It's almost like, again, men can't have thought processes. Everything's disrespectful. Everything is, I'm offended. I don't get this.
Understand that. Why would you do that?
Because I'm being funny. I'm a different kind of personality. Now you're trying to make me look bad like I disrespected her.
You did.
I got a son with a black woman.
So
my mother's black.
You disrespected this woman in this room at this time.
May I finish, please?
No, you said, I'm making you feel like you disrespect her. I want you to understand, the same way I said to you earlier, that we would, excuse me, Miss Lyra, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do it.
I feel disrespected by his comment.
No, I'm handling it. So I want you to understand that to make a comment as a man like that to a woman, it wasn't funny. It was disrespectful.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to apologize. But what about what I heard when I was growing up until now?
It is
disrespectful because it's a psychological input. All I'm saying is that I thought it was funny.
Miss Lyra, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do it, Miss Lyra. It's out of order.
I feel like he was out of order.
Yeah, but I handled it. And you got the apology.
I'm talking about the first comment that he made.
But I'm handling it. I said to you earlier, and I'm going to give you...
I don't like that.
But I'm going to give it...
He said.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to give it to you because you weren't here. We taught the ladies the distinction between hearing and listening.
I'm listening, and I didn't like what I heard.
Yeah.
So I commented.
So you don't have to respond. That's your power. Don't give him your power. You don't have to respond. Hold it. I told you I will handle it. Just breathe and hold it.
When I feel disrespected, I feel like I should have a voice. You said we're allowed to have a voice.
Yeah, I'm your voice.
I want to say something.
Today, I'm your voice.
Like what you said.
I'm your voice because you are reacting. You're not responding. Breathe and we'll handle it.
I've breathed enough for the day.
I don't think so. Hello, my beloveds.
I don't even know what the heck happened, Pete. I'll be honest, I really don't even know what the heck happened. Peeps, y'all lost me. You all have lost me.
Who are you?
Michael.
Okay. Yeah, I'm so lost on that one. Peeps, I don't know. He was expressing an opinion on something, and all of a sudden it was disrespectful. And I don't know if maybe he had some words towards that young lady or what it was. I don't know. I just feel like that anytime a man expresses his opinions about something, it's disrespectful. Well, people are not going to like me because I guess I'm just going to continue being disrespectful, right? Because we literally have a situation, an issue where a guy was sitting here saying, hey, this is how I feel about something. And he is correct. He's correct about that generation. I agree with him, peeps. You know, my generation ain't no better. They didn't learn nothing. Heck, they're the least. I think starting with my generation, they're the least to actually do any type of research on anything before they just react to stuff. And matter of fact, my generation will just, instead of asking questions and trying to get context with stuff, all of a sudden, let's fight, right? That was my generation. That's why you saw sitcoms do, they used to do PSAs. If you don't know what PSA is, look that up. But yeah, I don't know, man. Listen, I personally am not going to give that show a pass. I think that show is not addressing the situation. Okay. It just isn't. You know, black men basically can't have a voice. They can't say what they need to say. You can't have an open dialogue, right? Black women gets offended by every little single thing, which is fine. And here's the thing: if it doesn't pertain to you, you shouldn't get offended by in the first place. But I don't know. Some of the guys, my experience, like I said, with a lot of black women, I've been told I wasn't black enough. I was told that I don't act like a normal black person. Actually, they didn't even want to really like talk to me. I thought that was a good thing, but apparently it's not. And it sounded like to me that they was basically wanting a guy. They was wanting a Pookie and Ray Ray. Let's just call it for what it is. Now, recently I've been having a little bit of luck with black women, but we'll see. Cause it's not like I have tons of them, knocking at my front door. Cause not that I have tons of women knocking at my door, but I don't know. I just know that any woman that thinks that they want a Tupac, nah, I'm a Will Smith. But I don't know. But yeah, y'all come in the comments and let me know what the heck did he say that was disrespectful, because I didn't see. I don't even know. I missed something, and it might be because I need to see the whole episode, the whole thing, because maybe there's some context behind it. I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway.